Mit o drugi svetovni vojni gre nekako tako. Bilo je konec, dobro je zmagalo nad zlim in potem so vsi živeli v miru in slogi. Kako so potem nastale fotografije, kot je ta?
Here we have a photograph which was taken by a friend of mine's mother, actually, 1945. This is a German soldier who has been captured by the Czech people, and they've hung him from the lamppost. On the other side, this lady, she took photographs all around her town, and there were lots of pictures like this. There's another body hanging on the other side, and in the background you can see that there are little children here who are looking at this like this is an education for them. You know, this is what happens to our enemies.
Kit Lowe je 5 let raziskoval dogajanje v Evropi po drugi svetovni vojni in dognanje objavil v knjigi z govornim naslovom Podivjana, celina.
What makes Yugoslavia special is kind of the fact that it's not only a matter of right against left. It's not only a matter of, for example, Serbs against Croats. And it's not only a matter of communists and nationalists. You have all these things all happening at the same time. You know, the same problems happen in other countries, but they're usually only one problem at a time. What I'm suggesting is a way through, a possible way through, is to see that, you know, here is not so special. Actually, the same things happened everywhere. If you look at Germany, you know, Germans were treated terribly after the war, understandably. You know, 500,000 Germans are supposed to have been killed after the war was finished. If you go to Poland, there was an ethnic civil war between Poland and Ukraine. They were killing each other for 2 years after the war was supposed to be over.
V Slovenijo obiskal tudi Hudo jamo.
This did change things for me a little bit. I mean, you know, I've told the stories of what happened in places like this, but to actually go somewhere and see the bones of the people who are killed, I mean, this it really brings it home to you.
Edini zemljevid, ki v knjigi označuje kraje množičnih pobojev, je zemljevid Jugoslavije.
I mean, if you go through Poland into Ukraine, I mean, there are mass graves everywhere. They're not marked. If you go to Greece, I mean, they have a symbol of Distomo as their symbolic massacre that happened there. But there were dozens of other villages that were burned and the entire populations killed by Nazis or by communists or by the nationalists.
Žal pa je evropskim državam skupno tudi neučinkovito soočanje s povojno zgodovino.
We all like to believe in our national myths, and you know, depending on which side of the political spectrum you come from, we like to believe in our individual political myths as well. And it doesn't matter where you are in Europe, nobody is looking at this problem properly. That's the whole point of this book, to try and get people to see the reality of what happened in the past, rather than just keep to the nice cozy stories that they've always had, you know, for 70 years now. And if you don't look at what happened, then you can't process it, and we'll never move on.
Kljub statistikam in zgodovinskim interpretacijam je razsežnost teh dogodkov še vedno težko dojemljiva.
I don't think it's healthy if you do know what to think. We shouldn't know what to think. This is you know, one of the most difficult things is to embrace the idea of uncertainty. This is the problem. We all want to have an answer for this. But what happens when there isn't an answer, you know? Some people were guilty. Are these people more guilty than others? Who knows? How can we judge? We can't. The only thing we can do is accept the fact that this will always be uncertain.
Trpljenje s tem, da je bilo vse prisotno, seveda ne gre relativizirati. A žrtev je žrtev in zločin je zločin. Vrednotiti te kot bolj ali manj tragične je neproduktivno.